So a huge point of confusion to new users can be what a clip is and why don't they work. So basically, a good example would be open up your browser using the arrow here, go to drums, and likely you'll have some kind of a kit here with a .adg extension. And you're going to go, well, just see if I can put it in here. And sure enough, I have a little file folder that says, yeah, that'll work. But then I go over here and it's like, no, denied. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Denied, denied, denied. Okay, so a clip, a MIDI clip is what this is. It's not audio. So a MIDI clip is an instrument. So basically it's a bunch of samples that comprise a drum set. But I don't have anything. There's nothing there. Okay, so there's two ways that I can do this. I can right click and say insert MIDI clip, and then this MIDI note editor comes up. And I have this little headphone on and I can hear, by double clicking, some events. And I can just step click in just basically a little sort of a thing here, maybe a snare. And I'm just double clicking on and off and basically say, I like that, I don't like that, I'm looking for a snare, so I can take my arrow key and go find a snare. There it is. So now I found it, and then I can play this. Okay, I can move these events just like so. Okay, and this is known as step programming drums. You're in a MIDI instrument. Okay, and basically I am triggering these sounds you'll see by all these different lights. I can solo a particular sound in the pattern. Or listen to the whole thing. Okay, that is what's known as a MIDI clip. An audio clip is more just like the sound of myself talking. Now, this list of things is not going to correspond to what you have in your samples. Let's just go to clips. I am not quite sure what you're going to see, but I know that Ableton does a kind of a hierarchical thing where the last samples that you use are the first ones to show up. But if I can hear something here, get some other thing. Okay, now this is kind of a clip that is already MIDI. So if I add this clip here, I already have a MIDI pattern programmed. So if I play the two together, okay, so here's a little point of confusion. What if I take the MIDI track and add it to an audio? It lets me, but it changes it into a MIDI track. You see I have an instrument and a MIDI clip. Okay, so there are certain clips that are patterns, MIDI patterns already. Okay, and I just want to urge you, trial and error is what is going to be the most important thing. It lets me add it to everything except for no, no, no. So if I add it to the second MIDI track, what happens? This is not MIDI. MIDI looks like this. Okay. This is audio. So when I play these together, okay, so what you're going to have to do in your install is just get used to the difference between what's what. Okay, so these are clips. In the next video, we're going to understand